Hi, I'm Jenny with AquaPhoenix Scientific, and in this training video, I'm going to show you how to build your report template. So let's get started.
A report template needs to be set up before any user can start recording service reports or operator logs. The user will need to predetermine the report layout, which includes the system, test, and control parameters being used at the account. Once the template has been established, users will be able to start recording their test results. Make sure you have a customer, facility, building, and system selected. All changes made will apply to the selected system. To set up a report template, locate Components and Tests under the Tool section. Click on Add Component. Enter the component name. Due to limited space, the short name will appear in the test table while the long name will appear everywhere else. Click Save to continue. Next, add test to the component. Locate the Add icon under the component name and then select Add Test. Select a test from the drop-down list, then select a control range. System administrators can add or edit the available tests in this list through the Master Test Type list under the Tools section. There are several different control range types to choose from. We'll talk about that soon. Click Save to continue. Repeat these steps until you have all your tests added under a component. Let's take a minute to review each type of control range and how they behave. The full range requires users to set a control range using a low and high control. Results that fall between the low and high control will turn green on the report. Results that fall between the low control and low alarm, or high control and high alarm, will turn yellow on the report. Results that fall between the low alarm and very low alarm, or high alarm and very high alarm, will turn orange on the report. Results that fall under the very low alarm, or above the very high alarm, will turn red on the report. Click on the Clear Limit button to erase the control range if you need to start over. There is an autofill feature that will help save time by populating the remaining boxes based on the range entered. Users can autofill by number of units or based off of percentage. For example, let's autofill each box by 100 units. Next, let's have the autofill fill in the remaining gaps by 25%. The minimum range requires users to set a control range using only a low control. Results recorded above the control range will turn green on the report, while results below the control range will trigger the different color alarms. The maximum range requires users to set a control range using only a high control. Results that fall below the control range will turn green, while results above the control range will trigger the different color alarms. The Record Only range allows users to record a numeric result without using any control parameters. The alphanumeric control range allows users to record a non-numeric result that is within 50 characters. The binary control range allows users to select from two options. The answers are predetermined, as are the color changes. The list control range allows users to select the answer from a list. You can add up to 10 predefined answers as well as defining the color results. The checkbox control range is used to help indicate that the test was performed. A color assignment can be used here as well. The constant range type is a predefined number that will be pre-populated on every report. It cannot be changed or modified on the report. This type of test is typically used as a variable in a formula. Now you will be able to determine the range type that best suits the test you are recording. Users can also add formulas to the report templates through Calculated Test. Click on Add Test under a select component, and then click on Calculated Test. Select the Calculated Test and then pick the control range. Calculated Test can only use the full, minimum, maximum, or record-only control range since it is a numeric result. The user must define the variables to be used in this formula. Locate the variables through the drop-down list. The test needs to exist in your report template before it can be assigned to the calculation. Assigned variables will populate the results into the formula and calculate the results automatically. Enter your control range, then click Save to continue. An alarm contact can be established for every test by clicking on the alarm icon under a specific test. Select the desired alarms for each user. You can also check the corresponding email box if you wish to alert the user by email. Edit the component or test by clicking on Edit Component or Edit Test. Make any desired changes and click Save to proceed. Users can save time by cloning a component within the same report. Click on Copy Component under the desired component. After the component has been cloned, you can enter a new component name and click Save to proceed. Components and tests can be deleted if it is not saved in a report. Click on the trash can icon next to the component name or next to the test name in order to remove. Once all the components and tests have been added to the report template, you can adjust the order of the tests. This is done in the Report Setup under the Report section. Click on Setup Report and then select Service Report. A default report name can be established by entering the name in the report name box. Users can choose between two layout options. The default layout will display the components across the top with the test listed down the page, while the inverted layout will display the tests across the top with the components listed down the page. Check the Enable Inventory option to record inventory within the service report. The order can be adjusted by renumbering the columns or rows as needed. Each test needs to be checked and marked visible before a user can start recording results in the report. It is important to know the visible test will only apply to the current user. You can assign visible tests to other users, highlight the desired users, and apply the visible tests to the users by moving their names to the box to the right. Click Save to continue. Repeat the setup report for operator logs if needed. Select the desired test to show up in the operator log and apply to any users if needed. The report template is now ready for use. Once the template has been established, users will be able to start recording their test results. Please note you can save time by using Copy Customer to clone this report template for future accounts.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Please contact your system administrator if you have any additional questions. Thanks for watching!